Hi everyone, you're listening to the second episode of Digital Bedlam. This is Benny and I'm here with Kelsey from Nerdy But Flirty. Good evening, Kelsey.
Hi, Benny.
How are you doing tonight?
Good, good. Good day at work.
So today we're here to talk about the upcoming DLC for The Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale Games. It's called the 400 Days DLC and we heard about it during Sony's press conference, am I right? Or, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I just thought they posted the trailer really late on, I think, day 2, and
Okay.
I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I mean, I'm excited. I'm pumped. So, did you like the trailer? Did you like it? Come on, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, they started teasing it. I don't know if you have Vine, but it's an app,
Oh, yeah,
and
I saw it. Yeah.
yeah, and at first I thought it was they were teasing for season 2, but then it came out that it was for a filler episode, and I was like, "Ooh, that'll be awesome!" Because it's been a long wait. I really want to know what happens.
Yeah, I know. I mean, okay. Here's the thing. Did you see any clues about the next season or whatever or anything? Any clue at all? Did you see anything?
I don't. I mean, there's not much in the trailer. I think it's just to get us excited for it because nobody really talks at all. It's just real short clips. You know, that MTV style editing.
Yeah.
But it certainly got me excited. But I don't think we've seen any clues yet as to the storylines or anything.
Yeah. But okay. I saw Omid. I'm sure that's Omid. Do you agree? Because if people who don't know, Omid's that guy that you ran into a bit in fifth chapter. I'm not sure. I mean, or which episode was it in season 1? But he's with Krista.
Yes.
Is that enough for them to remember him? Because it's been a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I really want to run into people from season 1 because it's a continuation off of that. Even if just they run by in the background or something, I want to know that Chris and Omid are okay. Because when I left them, they were on top of a roof.
Yeah.
That's the last time I saw them for sure.
Yeah. But this isn't after the season 1, right? It starts from day 1 of the outbreak. That's what I read. Am I wrong?
That's what I thought at first too, and then I read the IGN preview, and they said that the choices you made in season 1 will influence 400 days. So I'm figuring it's after, because otherwise I'm not sure how the choices would affect it.
Oh yeah. Well, we have a comment. Yay! Saying in the live chat saying that pretty sure we won't hear about Krista and Omid until season 2. But I don't know. I saw Omid because if I did read it correctly, that it starts like simultaneously as season 1, then it's possible. I was wondering where's Krista? What happened to Krista? Did she die or something? But then it's possible that Omid hasn't met Krista. Are they like friends from before the outbreak? Do you remember the story, or did they just meet during the zombie apocalypse?
They were together before, because she's pregnant, and I think she wouldn't start noticing that without a doctor until quite a few months in.
Did they explicitly say she was pregnant, or was it just that clue that she was like vomiting?
They pretty much said that she was pregnant without saying it.
Yeah.
Basically, at the end, she like looks down at her belly and says, "I'm worried."
And that's pretty obvious.
I think she gets sick at one point.
Yeah.
And they hint it in episodes 3 and 4, but then in number 5 they all but come out and say it.
Okay. Anyway, back to the DLC. So it's 5 episodes. Sorry, I'm trying to get back. I don't remember the details correctly, but
That's okay.
how long is it gonna be? They said 5 chapters or something.
Yeah. Yep. It's 5 stories that you can play in any order.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've read a length or anything, but I'm assuming probably about the same as one of the episodes, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, that's pretty big for a DLC. I know, wasn't it 5 episodes for the season 1? So that's pretty big. Yeah.
And you can. I think it's cool that you can play them in any order because then my playthrough might not be the same as yours at all, you know?
Yes,
Because
that's
you
correct.
might come across things that I might not come across till later, and I wonder how that will play out choices-wise, you know?
That would definitely be cool if like the order you play the episodes affects the game,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be that they're entirely it doesn't really matter at all, and you can just play it in any order, it won't matter. But it would be really cool if it'll affect your game based on the order that you play it. But I
Oh,
don't know.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. But the if you look at the trailer, you see you're stuck at the truck stop. I mean, a truck stop.
Yeah.
So, and you see someone pointing a gun at someone. So there's definitely tension there. You're not just fighting zombies. And then I also see a car chase, right? You saw the car chase too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's gonna be fun. And I'm wondering if the
Hmm?
if we have to run over a zombie or something.
Yeah. Well, did you read the one in IGN, the demo? They said it was pretty tense. There's a lot of gore, a lot of zombie killing, puzzles.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of puzzles in season 1? I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not puzzles per se, but just trying to figure out how to get something. Like in the first episode, when you're trying to figure out how to distract the zombies so you can get over to your dead brother.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay, that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I did see so there was no, the only one we saw like who's familiar was Omid, that no one else, right?
Right. Yep. And the five characters are all new and that you can play. And then Telltale was very cagey, I guess, about if we would see more people, but the more people that we knew from the first season. But almost everybody we know from season 1 is dead. So.
I have a feeling that the people from this only like 1 or 2 will survive.
Yeah. Yeah. And I imagine that and I imagine it also depends on our choices too.
Yeah.
Because, and some people, because I killed Ben in mine.
Yeah.
You saved him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was with you at the end. So I imagine that it might be like that where I have somebody at the end that you don't, or vice versa. Or
we have a comment saying it's like a prediction that two of the characters are those we saw at the end of episode 5. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, the 2 people we saw off in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible because if this happens simultaneously, then like while Clementine Lee's story is wrapping up, they're running away from whatever horrible tragedy. Maybe they all kill each other because of the zombie apocalypse, and then they find each other in the end. So that's a good prediction, guy. That's a nice prediction. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And one thing that really bugged me about Walking Dead though is like, it's only a minor gripe, but when I kill if I save someone, it doesn't matter. They're gonna die anyway.
For like,
Ben. I saved Ben, but then he'll die anyway, regardless.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just a minor gripe, but then it's like kind of okay.
Yeah, so your choice doesn't really matter in the long run, because you have to get to a point where Telltale wants you to be.
Ben didn't die for one of our commenter. Really, is that possible? That Ben doesn't die? Because I know he falls off, right? And then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I dropped him off the thing. I don't know. I dropped him off the bell tower, so I don't know what happened to him if I didn't do that. I haven't gone back and tried it out yet.
Well, gosh, do you think they're gonna do like pull a surprise and then we're gonna see Clementine like in the end, like we'll see a cliffhanger episode where, like not so cliffhanger where 2 people are walking and then seemingly you don't think anything of it, then you see a figure alone.
Oh, yeah. From the opposite point of view, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be so cool. But I don't know, I don't know if they will do that, but it would be pretty cool if we see like just a hint of Clementine, not like super we know it's Clementine, but just a hint,
Yes, and I'm wondering what the title itself means.
Perhaps
For
It's been
400 days?
400 days since the outbreak.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep, that could be. Or like, I mean, I don't think it covers 400 days. That'd be ambitious.
Why not?
I don't. Just because it seems like the first 5 episodes took place over such a short period of time. But I mean, maybe I don't know.
Well, I don't know. When they were in the motel, it seems like they were there for a long time.
The oh, like in the parking lot, like
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. They were there for at least 3 weeks, I would say, because they were running so low on food.
The motel was 2 months, but
Oh,
um,
really? Oh, I forgot that.
what do you mean by they could skip over travel time? Hmm. Yeah, someone commented they could skip over travel time. I mean, we don't really see the days pass. Like, for all we know, like, so many days have passed and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure. 400 days, why? What's your speculation why it's 400 days?
Um, yeah, I like your idea that it's 400 days since the outbreak. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Um, but or maybe, yeah, I mean, I can't really think of another reason.
Okay, how about this? Would you think that we would see like a zombified Lee? Oh, I mean, okay, I don't think that's possible because some people chose to shoot him.
Yeah, I shot him.
I shot him too. I shot him too. But maybe what if we see zombified Lee? But I don't think. I think it's a too early thing to show for them. I think if they would do that, it'll be in season 2. I think.
Yeah.
Huh. So, yeah. Comment to make it 400 days, like 300 days could be them walking from place to place, and they wouldn't make us walk for these 300 days.
Oh my, can you imagine that? Like, The Walking Dead Skyrim. This is taking forever.
We got a funny I'm chatting with someone, I don't know how to pronounce it right now, but he's a pretty funny guy or girl. So thank you for responding to us.
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Well, yeah, 400 days. I'm pretty excited. Do you think they're going to change anything with gameplay, or you think it's just going to be relatively the same?
I think it'll be the same. Just because if it's not broken, don't mess with it. And I really like that style.
Okay.
I don't personally. I like it. It's less stressful than trying to actually aim and shoot, rather than just tap the button really fast. And tapping the button makes me fearful more, I guess. Like, I think that's a good way to artificially get some adrenaline going.
That's true. I am going to be getting it on my iPad since I bought the first season for a deal in the App Store. It was pretty great. If you read the reviews, people say it's a good port to the iPad. I think Walking Dead on the iPad is it just shows how because people always underestimate iPads and tablet as a gaming device, but then if you port games like Walking Dead, it really is a good experience. So how about you guys? Let us know if you want to share where do you play Walking Dead, PC, console, or on your mobile device. But yeah. Someone here says playing on PS3. So
yeah, I did it on my 360. So and that was because I think it was because it was on sale. Or no, actually I had birthday money. And then a few months later it went on sale, and I told all my friends to get it because I had already played it.
That's cool. Well, what do you want to see in this 400 Days DLC?
I'd really like to see at least a cameo of somebody we know. And I'd like to just, more fleshing out of this world that we've come to immerse ourselves in, whether the TV show or the video game or the comic books. I really like seeing more and more characters and backstory, because you can go pretty much anywhere in the country, expanded kind of universe thing, and we could visit, someone in California and see what they're doing in theory, I just like the idea of seeing other people that aren't necessarily Rick and company. And I think that the video game is an awesome way to do that, because it's not tied to the storyline that we're watching on the TV show or in the comic book.
Yeah. What about people in Canada?
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't even know if the outbreak is central to the United States or if it's all over the world, because I think communications are at least down in the United States, you know?
You
So
know,
everywhere else could be perfectly fine and just been like, shooting the zombies on the border and not even bothering to help us.
I would love to, since they have this Clementine story, I don't think they can go to another country, but I would
Mm.
really love to see Walking Dead from another country's perspective. Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've seen the US how they handle it. Let's see how other
Mhm.
countries are gonna handle it. So it would be nice to see, yeah, like an Asian country or a European country, how they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do it. Oh, by the way, our commenter says that Walking Dead, I don't know, season one, the whole season one is $9.99 on PSN right now.
Sweet. Yeah, so if you're a PlayStation player and haven't played this yet, get it.
Yeah. So he says, he or she says, tell us if you're a he or a she. The virus is in the air. Did they say it's in the air or is it? I know. I always assumed it's like a supernatural thing, like how in Night of the Living Dead, they dead just rise from their graves,
Yeah.
no matter if you're bitten, as long as you just die. So was it? Is it like a virus or?
Yeah, because everyone is infected no
Oh.
matter even if you don't get bitten, even if you die, you're still going to be a zombie even if you're shot in the head unless you're shot in the head or otherwise head injured. um, yeah, I guess it is a virus. I forgot about that aspect of it.
Okay. Yeah, and their commenter said it is a virus. The comic said so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me though. You take all your other organs and the zombie is still a zombie,
Mhm.
but you shoot the head and then he's not a zombie anymore. And I'm like,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. I mean,
Yeah, me.
okay.
Yeah, if you think about the zombie physiology, it doesn't really make any sense because they shouldn't be able to move really if all their tissue is dead. It doesn't really work, but I'm willing to suspend my disbelief.
Well, yeah. Commenter said brain is movement, brain is everything. Another friend was arguing that zombies aren't supposed to run or even walk because that takes a lot of hand-eye coordination, and if they can't really process.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm not gonna debate the physiology of zombies, but yeah, just a thought. But then, um, you know who I want to see cameo here in 400 Days?
Ooh.
Lily.
Oh yeah.
That bitch,
Because
she ran off with my freaking RV. I was so kind to her. I'm like, you live because I'm nice, and then she runs off.
yep, yep, yeah. I think if I'm remembering right, I took the RV and I kicked her out into the woods. so, um, so I don't know if my Lily lived, but yours probably did. Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's probably like 3 feet off the road.
Yes, the commenter said Lily is a comic book character. I don't know if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I read something online that they kind of messed up the one in Telltale, Lily's Telltale, and the one in comic book. They don't seem to add up with each other. It's like there's some inconsistencies, so it's hard to say if they're the same person. So, who are we talking about, or who's talking right now? Because we have a comment from C Murder 433 saying, "Who is this?" So,
Oh,
for the sake, let's just say for new listeners, my name is Benny, and this is Kelsey. We are talking about The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC and what we expect from it and the clues from there. So, yes, the only clue we have is Omid. That's it. Is this a person at their house? Yes. Yes, we are at home. Okay, you're new. Oh, do you see the live chat, Kelsey?
yeah, I have it up on my iPad.
Okay, you can respond to them if you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Benny runs a blog and I'm the editor at Nerdy but Flirty, so we have some cred.
We're not just like um couch potatoes, if that's what you
Yeah.
think. But yeah, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Tell us your thoughts about The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC, and We'll respond to you. This is a live chat, so people usually do recorded podcasts, but we're trying something new with live, so you can talk to us and via the chat. So if you have any comments, so let us know. Then we'll give you an answer. Like how do you pronounce this guy's name? The first commenter. Do you know how to pronounce it?
Sapiro?
Sapiro. Okay. So Sapiro's been a real trooper, very participative, and yeah, he's pretty cool. So if you ever have any comments, just let us know. So okay, Walking Dead. Who do you want to see cameo? Do you have anyone in mind?
Me or
You.
new guy?
You.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the only people left are Clem, and then possibly Omid and Krista, because I'd like to think that they were the ones approaching Clem at the end, but I mean, I could be, it could just be two random people. It could be two zombies for all we know. But I really want to see Clem because I miss her, and she's so cute and awesome.
I mean, do you know that? Geez, yeah, I wish it was them, because I was like, I'm Lee, and I said, hey, you two, come on, you look after Clem and blah, blah, blah. But then, like,
yeah, I said that too.
They took off. I'm like, what the hell? I trusted you guys. Never mind. But yeah,
I felt bad for leaving them on that roof, but I mean, I had to do it.
Yeah,
I think they got down. I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah. Well, you know what I want to see though? Perhaps maybe a glimpse. They're gonna pass by that whole cannibal farm before they were insane. Because I know before that they were like not so insane, and then they were just driven insane by the whole zombie apocalypse, right?
That was the scariest part of the whole thing for me, I think, was those creepy cannibal people.
Yeah.
Because like the zombies, you understand their motivations, but cannibalism, that's a little scarier, and it's and even at the beginning, like, they're so nice, they're offering you biscuits. I'm like, yes, biscuits.
Yeah.
But then it just starts getting slowly creepier and creepier until the rain starts coming down, and you're like, oh, never mind. They weren't nice at all. And just like the tension when you burst into the dining room after you find, I forget his name, the guy that eat his legs, but Mike or something, I don't know. But you find Mike, and then you have to stop everyone from eating it really fast.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. See, Murder thinks we're talking about the show. We're talking about the game.
It is about the game. See Murder, sorry.
It's about the game.
Yes, in the show, the last thing that happened was everybody left the prison because they decided that it wasn't safe anymore.
You see, that doesn't make sense. Why would they leave Woodbury? I mean, sorry if I'm spoiling this for everyone, but why would they leave Woodbury and go back to jail? I think Woodbury was pretty good. A good place to, like, hide out.
That's kind of creepy, too, though. Like, just the idea of keeping a village. It reminds me a lot of The Others in Lost.
Why?
Where it's kind of... Because it's a village in the middle of something really weird, and they're all trying to pretend that it's normal, but it's not.
Well, there you go. At least that's what happened. But I don't know, Steam Murder, if you play the game. If you haven't played the game, it's pretty sweet. Like Sapiro said, if you have a PlayStation, buy it in PSN for $9.99. You can also get it from the iPad, whichever platform. It's really great to play. And 400 days DLC. How much do you think it's gonna cost?
I think the episodes themselves were 500. Well, actually, I was doing Microsoft points. So no, not $500. So I'm trying to think of whatever the equivalent of 500 Microsoft points is. I think it will be either that or a little less than that. So I think it was like $5, something like that.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Which isn't bad for the amount of entertainment that it gets you.
Yeah, I remember I bought the game and I was like, shit, this is such a long game, a long, substantial game. I think I paid, they should have charged so much. You know how you feel like you love a game so much and you wonder why it's so affordable?
Yes. Yeah, I agree. You can also get it on disc now. which is nice. And there's an edition with the game and the comic, the first compendium of the comics, which is pretty cool.
Yep. And do you did they say something about exclusivity? I don't know why PS or Sony announced it in their conference. Did they say they have some exclusivity things with it or promos?
I don't think so. Because in the trailer they have basically all the logos of everything at the bottom.
Okay.
So I don't think that anything is special. But I do know that it's coming out for Vita for the first time in August. So that's cool.
Nice. Is the Vita touchscreen?
I don't know, actually. I've never even seen one.
Oh.
I only know one person who has one, too. So I don't know how popular it is, honestly.
So, Sapphire said there's a special Walking Dead Vita. So I'm like, what do you mean special? Is there a bonus content? Like maybe, I don't know.
I know that in the IGN article they said that the Vita edition would have the first season of Walking Dead and 400 Days.
Oh yes, the bundle. Yeah, I forgot. It's a bundle. So
yeah.
Sea Murder Vita, PlayStation Vita. It's the handheld device for equivalent of the PlayStation. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can get it there if you want. It's a bundle, season 1 plus the DLC, which is for all those who don't know, DLC is downloadable content. So it's a pretty good deal if you ask me. But anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this, and I hope Telltale makes us happy, because I think they'll make us happy. But I tried their other games in the past. I really didn't like it. Did you like their other games though? I mean, they were okay.
Monkey Island. I think they did a really good job on that, and I've been a Monkey Island fan for a very long time.
Okay.
So I think they did a really good job with Tales of Monkey Island, and I liked the episodic nature of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think if I've played any of their other stuff. I did buy Jurassic Park, but I haven't played it yet. And I'm really looking forward to Fables, because that's another, IP that's based on a comic book.
Yes, if you guys don't know Fables is a really cool graphic novel. It's a graphic novel, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
I'd like to read it, but
yeah,
because it's darker fairy tales, right?
Yes. So Pyro, you are right. Jurassic Park was definitely awful. I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes. I couldn't get past it.
Oh no.
But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I kind of forgot.
Yeah, me too.
Fables.
Fables.
Yeah, they're making Fables, and it's a darker fairy tale. It's really good. I actually have the first volume of it. If anyone wants to borrow it, hit me up, because it's just here, so I'd gotta lend it to people and stuff. But anyway, yep, that's what they're up to right now, and it's pretty cool. You should get the game if you haven't. Murder 433. You should get it if you play in the PC. Go ahead, because if you don't have a console, yeah, you can still get it on the PC.
Yeah, and I think even for Mac too. I think everybody can get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have this question to ask you guys who are listening in, because I've seen some shows and games, like in E3 I saw games have iPad integrations where you have use social media and stuff or whatever in technology. Would you like to have any social media integration with Walking Dead? Or okay, so Pyro says, "Oh, no, because it's so. I think it's pretty cool. I saw this show where, you decide what the finale, what's gonna happen in the finale. I think that's pretty awesome based on the votes. But I don't know. I mean, majority rules isn't always the best way to make a story.
Yeah, I really liked though seeing at the end of the Walking Dead chapters what other people had picked and how mine compared to other people's, because sometimes I would do something that most people did, and then sometimes I would do something that was, more unpopular. So it was really fun for me to see that anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna close this podcast right now. And before I go, Sapiro, that was you were right. I was talking about Continuum, And yes, you have a point. It's unpractical, but we'll see. Let's see how. It really depends on the execution. But anyway, we're really excited about the Walking Dead 400 Days DLC. Do you have any closing thoughts on the DLC, Kelsey?
I really hope it's earlier in July than later.
Oh, you care to tell people about our follow-up podcast?
Oh yeah, after the game comes out and we both play it, we decided to do a wrap up podcast like we did after the first game came out and talk about our choices and what we thought of the game as a whole. So I'm excited for that.
All right. Well, you guys stay tuned for our next podcast. We do this. I'm doing this weekly, and I would love to have Kelsey on more often. And
That'd be great.
And I'm planning to give on giveaways, PC game codes. So if you guys stay tuned regularly, I usually have podcast Tuesdays, but usually it's Tuesdays. So stay tuned. Follow us in MixLR, and you might even get a free game. So I won't say what, but I will definitely be giving out in the future. But next week, tune in. We are going to have a podcast called Xbox One. I forgot the exact title, but we are going to bring out facts about the Xbox One and stuff like, is Microsoft forward thinking or are they just misunderstood by the fans? Because we have like surveys and reports about internet access at home and some figures about how much the Xbox is making. So it's pretty interesting. We're going to bring that up, and we're going to have someone who's against the Xbox One and someone who's thoroughly defending the Xbox. So tune in, and we look forward to hearing your discussion. But you, Kelsey, have any thoughts about the Xbox One? Just give us a brief thought about it.
Well, I have a 360, and I was really hoping that Microsoft would impress me more, but they absolutely, I think, have dropped the ball in a major way. And I'm not going to be getting an Xbox One if they keep all the policies and keep the awful... There's a real disconnect between them and the average consumer, I think, and I think they're digging themselves a hole that they're not going to be able to get out of.
Okay, that's what a lot of people are saying right now. Well, Kelsey, maybe would love to join us next week. Definitely we'll have you more, but we're sure to have you for a follow-up podcast for the 400 days. We're going to have lots of fun with it. We're going to compare what we did and our choices. So, have a good evening, guys, and thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening.
All right.
Night.
Check out commanderbedlam.com, my blog, my video game blog, and check out Nerdy But Flirty. Just give a few words on what it's about.
Nerdy But Flirty is an all-girl staff. We write about video games, movies, comic books, and we might examine them from a more female perspective, which is still something that isn't common in video game journalism, and I'm really loving it. And it's a great community of girls. I love all of them.
Yeah, so thank you for listening, guys. Have a good evening, and let us know if you're gonna get the Walking Dead 400 Days DLC, and follow us at Twitter. I'm at CDRBedlam. Follow Kelsey. Kelsey, what's your Twitter?
I'm at KelseyR713.
Tell us if you liked it or not. But then, even if you're not playing it yet, go ahead, tweet us. We love to talk to you guys. So
yeah, definitely.
Have a good evening.
Good night.